Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel NKS MARINER. Please subscribe this channel. So today in this video I will show you full procedure how you can apply US C1D visa or DS-160 form or renew C1D visa. So you can type on Google DS-160 US visa form, or simply you can type DS-160 and then click on search. So you have to click on this link, top one, non-immigrant visa instruction page. So you can see another link. So once you click on that, so this link will appear on your screen. So here you have to select the location where you want to apply for the visa. So here just click on it, and so I am from India, so you have to search India consulate or embassy from where you want to apply for the visa. So just select and wait for the page to appear. It may take some time. So you can see now you have to put this captcha code in the code box. So as I am putting this one, so after that you have to click on start an application. So after clicking on start an application, this will take you to the screen where you have to fill the details, etc. So here you have to read this one, computer fraud and abusive notices. So once you read all these things, you have to click on this box near I agree. So you have to mark it and then proceed. So here you can see on the right side your application IDs. So this application ID you have to note down, or you can take a picture of this application ID. Will be used every time when you will log in. So here you can see this application information. So you can also take printout of this one, or you can just note down this ID. So here you have to set your security question, so that once you want to log in after filling this one, so every time this website will ask you this security question, your date of birth maybe, and you have to give answer of this question, then you can continue for your application. So here, as I am selecting one security question for my login, so answer I have already put, and then continue. So you have to remember this security answer, because when you will next time log in to this page, this question will be appear on your screen, and you have to fill the answer, correct one. So here you can see this personal information one page. So here you have to fill your surname as per the passport, given name. So here I am filling this one, surname Kumar, and given name, this one must be as per your passport. So full name in native alphabet, this doesn't apply for me. So next, Have you ever used another names? So I have not used, so I will mark on no. So do you have a telecode that represent your name? No. So here you have to select your gender. Here marital status. If you are married, you have to click married. So here date of birth. This all details must be matched with your passport. If any difference between these details and your passport, so they will not issue your visa. So make sure all the details you are providing in this form are correct. So here you have to fill city, place of birth, state, country, everything. So here I am filling city, state and country. So now you can click on save also and you can click next also. So it will, if next page will appear on your screen, so it means your previous one has already saved. As you can see, this website is taking little more time to open another page, so it happens sometimes. So here you can see another page, personal information too. So country, region of origin. So do you have another nationality passport? If another than this country of origin, then you have to select like this. So most probably it will be no. So are you a permanent resident of a country other than mentioned above? So no. So here comes national identification number. So here you can put your Aadhaar number also. So I am putting my one. So US social security number, this doesn't apply to me. So US, this one also doesn't apply for me. So click next. So now you can see this travel information. So here you have to also give another information. So purpose of the trip to the US. So here you have to select alien in transit, because you are here I am showing you C1D visa, crew visa. So here you have to little bit wait. So another option will be there. So once you have selected this alien in transit, so another option will open below. So there you have to select C1D. So it takes some time. So you can see here specify. So here you have to click on please select a option. So here you can see C1D, crew member in transit. C1D you have to select. So next is, have you made specific travel plans? So if you have made, you then you have to select yes, otherwise you can select no. So I have not made yet, so I am selecting no. So person paying for the trip, so if company is paying, then you have to click other company organization. So here you have to fill the details like estimated date of arrival, intended date. So if you are joining on ship, so definitely they have given you some company letter, so there one date will be mentioned, so you can fill there. So here estimated length, how much days or how many hours you have to, you will have to stay there. So you can fill 1 day or 2 days. So here next one is the address where you will stay in the US. So here you have to fill the details. Normally it will also be there on your company letter which company will provide you. So here you have to fill all the details. This may be agent details in the US as per your company letter. So one address will be there. So you can ask company that which address I have to fill, or you can uh, ask them to fill the same address which is appearing on your company letter. So fill all these things: state, pin code, etc., city, everything. So here zip code also you have to mention. So here you have to fill the company details, the company who is paying for your trip. So here you have to fill uh, the company name, telephone number, relationship to you. So relationship to you can fill employee. So all these details you can see in your company letter which they will provide you. Most of the time they have given all their details and all the details where you will stay in the US. So you can copy these details and fill here. So here this one is street address for the company. So suppose your company is in India, so you can fill this address. So all the details like here optional, one option is there. If you don't want to fill that one, you can leave. So city, state, postal code, country you have to fill. So after click, you can click save, you can click on next also. So you have to make sure that all the details you are filling are correct. Otherwise, if any mismatch will be there, so definitely they will not prove your visa. So this will not refund your visa fees. So you have to little take care of that one. So next page, travel companion information. So are there other person traveling with you? No. So next, now you have to click on next button. So now in this page you can see here this page will ask you to fill your previous US visa detail. So if you are first time applying for this one, so you have to click no, like have you previous issued US visa, so you have to click no. So like this, have you ever been in the US? So if you are applying for the first time, then you have to click no, otherwise yes if you are renewing your visa. So same, have you ever been issued a US visa? So if issued means you are applying for the next time, means you are renewing your visa, so you have to click yes, otherwise you are, if you are new, then you have to click no. So here, have you ever been in the US? So you have to click means you have to fill all the details if you were been there. So all the details like length of stay, date of arrival, like this. So have you ever been issued a US visa? Yes, because as I am showing it is for renewing. But if you are new, then you have to click no. So here you have to fill the details when it was last issued and your visa number. So if you have your passport with you, so you can open US visa page and you have to fill this last visa details and visa number. So your next question will be, are you applying for the same type of visa? Yes, as I am renewing, so yes. So are you applying in the same country? Yes, I am applying in the same country. So you have to click yes. So next is, have you been 10 printer? Yes, 10 printer means you have given all your fingerprint last time and still your visa is valid. So means all your finger they have taken like fingerprint of all the your hands, your fingers. So then you have to click yes. And has your visa been stolen? No. Has your visa been cancelled? No. So have you ever been refused a US visa? No. So all the details must be filled correctly. If your visa has been rejected before, then you have to click yes, and it will ask you for the details why it was rejected, what was the issue. So you have to provide all the correct information. So has anyone ever filed an immigration petition on your behalf? So here for me no. So then you have to go for next page. So this site may be sometimes taking time. So you have to little bit wait till the next page opens. So here in the address and phone information you have to fill up your full address like street address, city, state, zip code, country, etc. So suppose I am filling now my street address like ABC or XYZ. I am I can fill any address. So here I am filling. So second line will be optional. So if your address is little bit large, so you can use this line. Otherwise you can leave it. So city, state, pin code I am filling and country. So next is it is asking is your mailing address is the same as your home address. So my one is same, yes. So here you have to fill up your mobile number. So I can fill my one and secondary phone number also. Suppose if you are using two SIM cards, so you can fill up or otherwise you can click on doesn't apply. So here you can see have you used any other phone number in the last 5 years, so you can click yes if you have used, otherwise you can. So here is the email address you have to fill up correctly because you will find most of the details in your email address. And this email address must be same with another form which we will fill for the visa application. So these two email addresses must be same to each other. So here, have you used any another email address? So you can proceed with yes or no as per your use. So here, like social media, if you are using, mostly you are using, so here you can click Facebook or any another social media you are using. So here is social media identifier, like your name in the social media, like what you have put as your profile name. Here you can write that one. And here another option is add another. If you are using Instagram or any another social media, so you can click add another, otherwise you can leave it. So like here next is asking for any another website you are using, etc. So you can proceed with yes or no. So next is your passport information. So here you have to select what type of document you have, like regular. So in my case it is regular. So here you have to fill up your passport number. It must be correct. Make sure you will not do any mistake here, otherwise they will reject your visa. And here passport book number, this doesn't apply for me. So country where it was issued, so for my it is India. And city where it was issued, your passport where it was issued, so you have to write your city. So next is state, if shown in the passport. Some passport it is not written, but if in your passport it is written like state, so you have to fill up, otherwise you can leave it. So country, so issue date, you have to fill up uh, accordingly to the passport. So you can go through your passport, and same as expiration date. This all details must be correct. This must not be mismatched with your original passport, otherwise it will be definitely they will reject your visa. So here, have you ever lost a passport? No. So next is US contact. So in this page you have to fill up all the details where you will stay in the US. So mostly for us seafarer, it will be the address provided by your company or agent. So you have to fill all the details, full address, phone number, pin code, etc. Everything, whatever it is asking, you have to fill that one. So make sure it is same as per your company letter which your company or agent will provide you. So same details you have to fill in this form. So like US point of contact information. So contact person, surname, given name, organization name. So like I am filling surname of the person or agent. So like where I will stay in the US. So here given name. It must be matched with your company letter. Organization name you can fill. Maybe your agent have some another name, whatever is written in the your company letter. So here relationship to you, the person you are giving the contact information. So for you will be other because he will be agent. So after filling all the details, you can proceed for next page, that is family. So you can see here after clicking on another page is open. So you have to fill up the details of the agent or where the company has given you stay for your joining. So here you have to fill city, state, zip code, and correct this phone number, email address as per your company letter. So most of the time, this details is of agent who will pick you up in the United States. So if you don't have email address, so you can select doesn't apply and you can proceed next with the family option. So here you have to fill up your family information relatives like father full name, his date of birth, surname, given name, date of birth. Make sure this all details are correct. So next is your father in the US? So for me, in my case, no. Same for mother, you have to fill up your surname, given name, date of birth. So next is your mother in the US? So for me, it is no. Do you have any immediate relatives, including parents, not including parents in the US? No. So here you have to wait because sometimes one more option comes. So sometimes you have to wait. Otherwise, when you will click, so again this page will open. So you can see here same page has opened again, and now one another question is there. Do you have any other relatives in the United States? So you can click no if you don't have. So here in the red color you can see they have already mentioned. So next is your educational training. So here primary occupation you can select. So for me it is engineering. So you can select as per your occupation. So you have to little wait because after clicking on any other option it will refresh and it will provide you some another option to fill. So now you can see present employer or school name. So here you can fill all the details like your company details you can fill. So you can fill their address, company address as per the service letter or as per the company letter which they have given to you. So this page will sometimes refresh again and again, so you have to little bit wait. So same as your address, here you have to fill company address, street, city, state, country, phone number, zip code. Also here you can see one option after filling all this, start date. Like when you join this company or when you join this organization, so you have to fill that detail also. So like for me it was engineering, it was changed after page refresh, so you have to check it again because I filled firstly engineering, but after refreshing the page it changed, so you have to check once again. So here you have to fill up start date when you joined this company or when you joined this organization, so this must be accurate. So now next is your monthly income in the local currency. So like for India you have to click like whatever your salary, or you can click also doesn't apply. So here you have to describe your duties, what you will do on board, or why you are going to US, so what you will do there. So for us like C1D visa, so I will write engineer in ship or engineer on board. So I can write that one, or I can describe further also. So after filling this you have to click next, work education. So here you can see previous work education or training information. So were you previously employed? So as I am applying for C1D visa again, means renewing of it. So yes, for me yes. If for you it is no, so you can click no. So here you have to fill your previous employer information, where you were previously employed. So their address, their contact number, their zip code, country, etc., and job title, what rank you were there, that organization. So I will write my one. So you have to fill information of supervisor, surname, given name, and you have to fill up information like from when you were employed in that company. So that detail, and till what date you were with them. So you have to fill the details of that thing, and here you have to again briefly describe your duties. So what was your position, or what was your rank, or what you were doing there. So like what job you were assigned to, so you can fill that thing. So as for me, I am writing I was junior engineer there. So this all details must be correct to your knowledge. So after filling this one you can proceed for next. Have you attended any other institution for secondary level? So secondary level like higher education. So for me, yes, you can see on the right side there is help. So level of education. So you can go with that paragraph for if you have any doubt. So for me, I am writing because I have done a higher level of education. So I am filling that details, institution address, etc. Everything, course, everything like BTech. I am filling up here. So date when I joined that course or education, till what date I did that one, so I am filling that one. So you have to choose your details like that. So now I am filling. I am going for the next option. So here additional work training information. So do you belong to a clan or tribe? So for me no. So language name, what languages I know. So I am writing English, or you can write two three languages, whatever you know. So have you traveled to any countries within the last 5 years? So I will click yes. So I will mention all the countries where I have traveled. So here is the list. So you can click one by one if you have traveled, and if you have not traveled in the last 5 years anywhere. outside, so you can proceed with no. So here next is the, do you have any specialized skill for explosive etc. So for me no. So have you ever served in the military? So for me no. So have you ever served in been a member of or been inclusive paramilitary? So for me no. So these details you have to read and you have to fill up like that according to your conditions. So after that you have to click on the security page. So first is security and background part 1. So here you have to carefully read all the details and then you have to select. So do you have a communicable disease of public health significance? So for me no. So do you have a mental or physical disorder? So for me no. So are you or have you ever been a drug abuse or addict? For me no. So next click. So this page is another one, part 2. So here, have you ever been arrested or convicted for any offense or crime? So for me no. Have you ever violated or engaged in conspiracy to violate? So for me no. So these all the details you have to read carefully. This whole question you have to read carefully, and most of the time people make mistake in filling all these things, so you have to carefully fill. So for me most of the questions are no, so you have to click yes if anything belongs to you, so you have to answer carefully. So for me this question also no. So are you a spouse, son, daughter of an individual who has committed or conspired? No, for me no. So next, so this one is the part 3. So do you seek to engage in sabotages etc? So for me no. So do you seek to engage in terrorist activities while in US? So for me no. Have you ever or do you intend to provide? No. So are you a member of representative of a terrorist organization? For me no. So are you a spouse, son or daughter of an individual who has engaged in terrorist activity? For me no. For me no. Have you ever committed? No. For me all these details are no. So you have to select accordingly. Have you ever engaged in the recruitment? For me no. Have you while serving as a government officer responsible? For no. Have you been directly involved in the establishment or enforcement of the population control? For me this one also no. Have you been directly involved in the transplantation of the human organs? For me this one also no. So now next part 4. So have you ever been the subject of a removal or deportation hearing? No. Have you ever sought to obtain or assist other to obtain a visa? No. Have you failed to attend a hearing or removal? No. So have you ever been unfaithfully present or unlawfully present? No. Have you ever been removable or deported? No. So next is part 5. So have you ever withheld custody of US? For me no. Have you voted in the US in violation? No. Have you ever? No. Have you attended a public elementary school? No. So next is your crew visa. So here you have to fill up your specific job or specific rank, like what you will do there. So I am writing engineer on board or engineer on ship. So company or vessel. So name of the company that own the aircraft or vessel. So I am filling my one. So company telephone number. So did you acquire your position using a recruitment or recruiting manning agency? So you can click on no, or but for me, my in my case it is yes. So I will click yes. So here I am going to fill my company details fully, like agency name, contact, all these details I am going to fill: city, state, postal code, country, telephone number, etc. So make sure these details must be matched with your company letter, which you will show to US embassy. So your next option will be, are you serving aboard a seagoing ship or vessel? Yes, for me yes. So you have to fill up your vessel name here. So for me, I am filling up vessel name, and here identification number. So for ship it is IMO number. So you have to fill, and next is your review. So here it is showing you all the details whichever you have filled. So you have to check if anything wrong. So you have to click on edit personal information or edit address or edit passport travel document information if it is incorrect. So for me here all the details are correct. So like this you have to fill up all the, or you have to check all the details whatever you have filled, whether these are correct or some mistake is there, so you can correct now. Because once you will submit this one, then you cannot correct this one, this form, once it is submitted. So here you have to carefully check, give little bit time, because you know this is long process, so you have to check like that. Because if anything any mistake is there and which doesn't match with your personal information in another page, another website where we will do, means where we will fill another form, or with your travel details, travel document details, so definitely your visa will be rejected. So carefully you have to check all the details. So for me I have already checked, so these all details are okay for me, all correct. So you have to check one by one. It will take little time, but better to check. So here is the last option, location where you are going to apply. So here is sign and submit. So here sign and submit I have clicked. So here you can read the instructions, final instructions, whatever they have shown to you. So you can read carefully all the details. So I am not reading this one. So here you can see, did anyone assist you in filling application? You can say no. So here you have to fill up your passport number and the captcha code, whatever it is showing. So here sign and submit. So now you cannot change. You can see you have successfully signed and submitted your application on this and this date. So now you cannot change anything. So for confirmation, you have to click on the confirmation, and now your DS160 is already filled up. So this form you have to take print out and you have to take with you when you will go to the embassy or for Dropbox facility. So this must be there with you. So with this your DS160 form has filled. So now I will provide one link. With the help you can see how to fill up the form for the US visa, whether you are eligible for the drop off. This form you have to fill if you are new or if you are renewing your US visa. So this form you have to fill, and another form you have to fill up, and that one also you have to fill up, and there you will see if you are eligible for the drop off or you have to go for the embassy for interview. So there all details you will find. So I will provide that link in the description so you can go through that one also full process. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel NKS Mariner. Please support my channel.